And there you go. How are we? Everybody all right? Rachel is here as well. Good evening, Rachel. You can see Acting Mechanics is here. Portland, Oregon. Amazing. Is Mel's from Portland. Wicked. That's awesome. Thank you for everybody tweeting this as well. This microphone doesn't stay up very well anymore. For those on the audio experience, you can't see my struggles with this microphone, but it just keeps like propping up, falling down. If you're on the audio experience and you're listening on the replay, massively appreciate you, whatever you're doing now, whether you're in the gym or walking the dog or on the way to an audition or anything like that. If you're watching the replay on YouTube or an Acts on this as well, massively appreciate you for being here as well. So yeah, Tony's here from Chicago. We've got Portland, Oregon in the house. Everybody's here. And thanks for sharing, everybody. People are tweeting this and that kind of thing. The more people we share this with, the more people we can get on the scope, the more impact we can have. And yeah, I think tonight's going to be fun. So yeah, just check in with everybody. For those who don't know me, my name's Ross. I scope twice a week. Tonight on a Monday night, I do something called Motivation and Mind Hacks, which is generally something that's going to increase your motivation. It's going to hack your mind in order to get further in your life and your career faster. Loads of us on here are actors. Not everybody is, but this stuff applies to everybody, regardless of whether you've stumbled across this by accident. If you're not an actor, bear with us. You might like it. You never know. I also scope on a Wednesday night as well. We're doing a book club at the moment. We're doing an awesome book, Susan Jeffers' book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. We did 1 week on this last Wednesday. Got another 3 weeks to go on it. Making a big impact on people. Let me know how you've been implementing what we learned about fear last Wednesday in your life this year. Hopefully you have this week. Hopefully you have been feeling it and just doing it anyway. Yeah, it was a big eye-opener for me. You know, we don't have to let fear control us, ultimately. If you can just trust in your ability to handle whatever life throws at you, you don't have to worry about controlling any situation you enter from here on out, because you just need to build that trust in yourself that whatever happens, you will handle it. And ultimately, if you do that, your fear completely dissipates and you realize you actually have nothing to fear. But we're going to look at more about that on Wednesday night. So tonight, guys, I'm just going to throw the slides up for you guys. If you're watching on the replay, you'll be able to find a download link to these slides just underneath this video. If you are listening on the audio experience, don't worry about it. I'm going to read these to you. But if you want to go over to actonthis.tv and search for this scope, just search for the Acts on This TV 3 email challenge, and you will find the replay on actonthis.tv. And you'll also find these slides that I'm going to be reading to everybody live on this scope tonight. So you're all probably wondering, what the hell is this 3 email challenge, right? Well, it's actually a really positive, good thing that I want everybody to do, me included, because I haven't started this yet. I'm going to start this week, and I'm going to try my hardest to implement this into my life every week from here on out, okay? And this is going to improve your personal relationships, your professional relationships. You don't know where this challenge is going to take you. And I want everybody to report back on Wednesday night if what we do tonight and we talk about has had an impact. Fanny just said, what about a monthly acting challenge? I don't know, Fanny. Well, you're the one who kind of, you're the one who's like the improvisational challenge master. You should set something up. You do your improv dare and share. Hello, Carolina. She's here as well. You can do that, Fanny. Get it sorted out. You set an acting challenge. I'll set the email challenges. You set the acting challenges up. So just before I dive into the slides, I know everybody's more or less on here has shared this already. If you do want to share it, it would help me massively, get more eyeballs on this. Click the bottom 3 dots in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Click share, and then you can share it on Facebook or Twitter. Would really appreciate you sharing it with your tribe, spreading the good word of Acts on this. Let's get more people in the community. Help each other go further. We're stronger together, guys. All right, let's build this. So, okay, tonight we're going to look at 3 emails that could change your life. All right, give me some hearts if you like the sound of that. Thank you, Jen, for retweeting this. So you've just done that. Yeah, give me some hearts if you want to change your life with 3 emails in a good way. The hearts are flying through. Okay, Steve Bartlett is a bit of a mentor of mine. He's actually a really young dude who set up a company called Social Chain. If anyone's into social media marketing, check out Social Chain. Fanny already feels doubtful about this. Fanny, bear with me. Okay, now Steve said earlier this week, right? He said, listen, and this is just, it might sound cliched. You've heard this a million times, guys. It costs nothing to be nice, right? Okay, and if something is 100% free to do, okay, that makes positivity louder, then we should do it, all right? And that's regardless of what we're going to get in return, okay? It's free to be nice and to be a nice person, not to pretend to be a nice person and to act better at being a nice person. We should all really aim and strive to be nice people for the sake of being nice people, because doing the right thing, as I've got on the slide there, is always the right thing, okay, regardless of what is in it for you. And that got me thinking. I was like, well, you know what? We should all be striving. I think I'm a nice person anyway, but we should all be striving to just be nicer, okay? Because it is free, it costs you nothing, and the outcome of being a nice person, generally for me and my experience, is just really, really good, positive things. More friends, more relationships, more people in the industry want to, and in life, not just the acting industry, want to hang out with you, want to give you stuff. People, just, like being around you because you charge them up, okay? We all like being around nice people. So type yes if you're ready to commit to doing the right thing tonight, okay? We're all going to do the right thing tonight for the sake of actually doing the right thing, and that is what this 3 email challenge. People are saying yes. I can see a yes off Dawn, a yes off Mike, a yes off Jen. They're all flying up. Regan, Nina, Fanny, I'm missing them now. Carrie's here as well. Carrie May, good evening. Carrie Ann is here as well. Lindsay. Everybody's saying yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So this is why we're going to do the right thing, because I think the world needs to send more meaningful emails, right? Let me tell you why that is. Today, we live in a world that is more connected than ever before, all right? There are over 5 billion, this blew my mind when I looked this stat up, 5 billion internet-capable devices on Earth right now, okay? And the number is expected to grow 4-fold by 2020. Okay, that's just insane. We're going to end up with like 20 billion internet-capable devices on Earth by 2020, which is just incredible, okay? We've thousands of opportunities, therefore, every single day to connect with friends, family, acting industry figures, and complete strangers as well, and you might do that on social media. But what I find, Fanny says that is sick. It is. That is sick in a good way, Fanny. Okay, texts, tweets, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. I'm massive on them, right? I'm a big advocate of these platforms. They are integral for brand building. But it's hard to create deep relationships through these media channels. It is just difficult when you've got 140 characters on Twitter to express your opinion or, get a message to somebody. One thing I like about Twitter is it makes you self-edit. So, I will often write a tweet and it'll go way over the actual allowed character limit. And then it makes me actually edit it, and I can get my message across in a more concise way. But it's still difficult to actually, create a deep, meaningful relationship through Twitter or through these media channels. It's easy to open up dialogue, but I always, if I'm contacting a casting director for the first time via Twitter or Instagram or something like that, I always have to follow it up via an email, because email naturally, is a long form, source of communication. You can write as much as you want in an email. So we need to utilize it, I think, in order, to build those deep connections, those deeper relationships, and get more out of life and our careers. So yeah, email's different, right? I've had both major personal and professional breakthroughs via email, okay? And each day, email plays a huge part in my career and my business. Who sent an email today? Give me a yes if you sent an email just sent an email. It doesn't matter if it's personal or professional. Just who's sent an email today? I bet you have. Everybody has. So I'm going to commit to sending 3 emails each and every week that create more of these deep, meaningful. Fanny says no. Too many. If Will sent too many emails today. I'm seeing a lot of yups, yep. Steve sent 1. Lots I was at work, Scary mate. IF, says Lindsay. Well, we want to, let's not just focus on the work ones, right? We're going to create 3 emails tonight that I want you to send over the next 7 days that are going to help you form these deep, meaningful connections in both personal and professional life, right? So I'm going to do it, and I'd like you to join me. We're going to start off easy as well, guys, okay? This is just a nice exercise. Email 1. We're going to all commit to send 1 email to express gratitude, okay? And this is like super easy. You might be like, oh, this is a cliched one. I'm a massive advocate of gratitude. I feel it's the antidote to every single negative emotion on the planet. When you're feeling shit about anything, angry, pissed off, bitter, jealous, anything like that, you express gratitude for what you have in your life right now, and you just instantly feel better, okay? It's just the way it is. It's an antidote for any negative emotion. So we're going to send one email to express gratitude. Mike says he loves this, okay? So like I say, we're going to start with an easy one. We're going to say thank you to someone that has made an impact on us, okay? Whether it's a long-lost friend, a colleague, an old drama teacher, anyone, right? Because it's going to make you and the receiver feel amazing, all right? And if you were only to write one of the 3 emails that I'm going to list on here tonight on a regular basis, please choose this one, okay? You must choose this one. This is like, I'm grateful for the fact that I receive almost on a daily basis these type of emails from people in the Acts on This community. And it blows my mind. I sent an email out actually to the email list offering you guys a free year to a casting platform over the weekend. And I did that because it was just the right thing to do. So a company came to me and said, will you write some articles for us? I said, yes, I will. And I'll write them for free. I'm not interested in being paid for it, but I want something in return for my tribe, for my members. And everyone who's on the Acts on This TV email list will have received an email with a free 12-month subscription to what I think is going to become quite a big player in the casting industry over here in the UK over the next 12 months. And you've got it all for free. And I had so many emails of gratitude. Dawn says she's registered. Fanny's got that sorted as well. I had so many emails of gratitude from people that were just like, oh my God, like, thanks so much. Because I think people were like, some people sent me email going, I had to read this a few times because they thought it was like a con. Lindsay said she signed up today. Patrick says, is Backstage American? So it's just launched in the UK, Pat. That's the whole idea of them, of them building it in the UK. So they have Backstage London. Jen says she's not sure she got that. Jen, if you're on the Acts on This email list, if you've not unsubscribed at any point, if anyone's been on it and unsubscribed because they're like, I'm sick of Ross's emails, I can't put you back on it. You've got to put yourself back on it by signing up to either an ebook or something on the Acts on This TV website again. So I'll check that. But if you didn't get it, Jen, check your junk folder just in case it's gone to junk as well. Private message me on Facebook and I'll send you this deal. It's not something I can advertise on social media. And please, nobody pass that link I sent out on email to anybody. It was like a closed offer that I'm not allowed to, I'm not putting out on social media. It's just to reward you people for being on like the inner circle in Acts on This. But yeah, I got so many emails back from people who were just grateful. And I spent like most of yesterday replying back to them, just saying like, it's a pleasure, happy I can help you. And them sending me that email made me feel great. They probably felt great about it. Mary, we are talking about Backstage, yes. And it was lovely. So the email number 1, is send an email of gratitude. And that doesn't have to be in your acting career. It can be outside your acting career. It might be to a friend you've not spoke to in a year or whatever it is, a colleague, your old drama school teacher, anything. I've just joined a Facebook group for my old secondary school, which was quite amazing seeing people in there again who I haven't seen for literally haven't seen for 15, 20 years, some of them. It's quite amazing. Maybe you have people like that in your life. You're like, I'm going to just drop you an email. So that's email number 1. Give me some hearts or some yeses if you're going to do that. If you're going to choose one of these 3 emails, let it be that one. It's going to be the one that I think has the biggest impact on you, and it's going to help your state of being. All the hearts are flying through. Fanny says defo. It's brilliant. I love doing this. It's like because the person they just don't know they're going to receive it. Mike is going to do it as well. Awesome. Okay. Email number 2 that I want people to send this week is to ask for help. This is something that I come across actors struggling with so much. Amanda will think I'm smoking crack, but I'm on it. Rachel's going to send Amanda an email. Good luck with that. No, she won't. She'll be really appreciative of that, Rach. She'll love that. So, definitely get that one in the bag. Get back on the Christmas card list. Boom. So, email number 2 this is one that people struggle with this. So I can see Tricia saying here she doesn't know how to ask for help. This is this is the one of the 3 that can change your life, like in terms of the way your career's going ultimately, or your business. This is something that you can have a huge breakthrough by doing. And if you're not doing this, then you're potentially missing out on big opportunities. Okay. I put that quote at the top of this slide. For those on the audio experience, I'm going to read it you. I love this quote, and I say it all the time. I say, the world will pay any price you ask of it, so what are you asking for? And so many actors are just not asking for anything near what they should be asking for. Not just that, just human beings are just not asking the world and, for what they want. And that isn't like ask the universe and, I'm going to ask the universe for a Ferrari. No, I mean, literally, what are you asking people for? Not what are you imagining in your head. What are you asking people for, okay? Pat's talking about the BAFTAs last night. He said that should be enough motivation to achieve. Absolutely. I want us all to have a BAFTA, okay? And this email could help you get one. So take the time to think of someone you respect. This is the key here. Someone you respect and admire, all right? And then think of what you would like to know about them and their achievements, okay? Think about what they might be able to teach you and think about how they might be able to help you. I can't tell you how many times I have seen somebody online, whether I've known them in person or not, seen what they've achieved, found their details out on something like LinkedIn or found their social media, and I've sent them an email asking for help and I've got it, okay? And there's a reason why 99% of the time you ask for help. Hello, Bobby. Bobby's here as well. 99% of the time when you ask for help, you get it. And that is because these individuals will be flattered that you asked for their help in the first place. I get a lot of emails asking me for help. They might take me 2 weeks to get round to actually replying because I get a lot. I tend to email people back at ridiculous time in the morning on a weekend when I'm getting back to everybody. But I'm flattered that people have actually thought, Ross will be able to help me with this, okay? And the people you send emails to will feel the same, right? And they may provide you literally with life-changing insights, okay? So in the role of a mentor, that's really what you're looking for, a mentor or a teacher. And your mentor should be roughly 5 to 25 years ahead of you where you want to go. They should have what you want. And you're effectively saying, listen, how did you do it? I want to reverse engineer your success so I can experience that for myself. And when you're asking someone to be a mentor or be a teacher, then individuals are far less likely to ask for payment or expect anything in return. They're effectively just giving back, okay? They're just, and that's what it's all about. Successful people love paying it back. The majority of them do anyway. It's the pleasure they get from sharing their knowledge that actually becomes their reward. So they're not like, oh yeah, I'll tell you how to, if someone emailed me and was like, right, how do you edit your videos? Or how did you, Fanny, you asked me how you put subtitles on a video. I'm not going to go, right, well, yeah, I can teach you, but it's £35 an hour. I'm like, no, you know what? I'm doing it. So I'm just going to help you because I'm flattered that you think I can help you. You obviously admire what I do. And if I've got time to help you, then you're going to get that help. 99% of people in life are like that, but people are too afraid to ask for that help for fear of rejection. And if you're in the book club this Wednesday, we're talking all about fear, like I said at the start of this scope. There is nothing to be fearful of. You just need to just trust in yourself that whatever they say, whatever they come back with, you're going to be able to deal with it. Fanny said that the subtitles are way too hard for her to fathom. Stick with it, Fanny. If you want to do it enough and subtitle your videos, you're going to find the way. If you don't, you're going to find that excuse. But it is quite tricky, I must admit. It is. It took me quite a while to figure it out. So that's the second email, guys. You got to ask for help. Okay. So first email is express gratitude. It's a really easy one. Second one, you're going to find a bit harder, but you're going to find someone you admire who's got what you want, who's maybe a few steps ahead of you in the acting game or whatever it is in any kind of business or anything. It could be personal. It doesn't have to be, acting wise. Maybe you see someone you admire that they're running or they're eating healthy or they're swimming or whatever, and you're like, I want to learn how you're doing that, and get them to pass that knowledge back to you. That's email number 2. So give me some hearts or some yeses if you're going to send that one, and then we'll look at what number 3 is. Okay, I just chose 3 because I thought 3 is a manageable number. I love the number 3. A bit weird actually with the number 3, to be honest with you. Defo says Fanny. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck on the number 3. My birthday was the 9th of the 9th. For those who want to buy me a present, 9th of September. And 3 3s are 9. So 3's always been like a weird magical number for me. Fanny says it's a magic number as well. So yeah, all the yeses are coming through. I can see all the hearts. So that's the second email. Third email, guys. Caroline's always doing things in 3s as well. Well, here is number 3. Do something unexpected. Okay, so this is the fun one. All right. First email makes you feel good. Second email can get you a breakthrough. Third email, this is the fun one, all right? Do something unexpected. And what I mean by this is really in order for you to pay somebody back for something, okay? This is the fun one. This type of email is best suited to people that like to fix things. Give me a yes if you're a fixer. I'm definitely a fixer. I can't see anybody struggling in their life. I'm like, it's a massive part of just how I express, kind of love and friendship with people is fixing things for them. So oh yes, says Tony. This is going to really suit you then, Tony. Anyone who's like a life hacker who likes to, go, right, I'm going to find you a solution. You're going to love this. Fanny says she loves fixing broken people. Absolutely, says Mel. All right, well, you're going to love this one, okay? It's also a great email to send if you enjoy helping people in general. It's a great email to help build business connections in your acting career or in your business if you just run a regular business as well. Love to help people, says Carrie Ann. I like organising people, says Mike. It's really going to help you build lasting connections, and relationships with friends in particular if you can do this, to friends who maybe you've not spoke to in a while. Fanny's asking Mike for help now. So the key to developing the content for this email is to think openly, and you've got to be creative. But if you're on this scope, I think everyone in here is creative right now. You're all actors or in the industry. You're all creative, okay? I want you to think about a friend or someone from the industry and try to put yourself in their shoes right now. And then you've got to look at what challenges they have right now, okay? How can you make their life easier, okay? What knowledge do you have to connect them with a solution to their problems? So can anybody think of anything right now? For instance, Fanny, I could go, right, well, I know you're struggling with the subtitles now. I might come across a subtitle, tutorial video on YouTube. And then I look up your email address and go, Fanny, I knew you were struggling with these subtitles. This is unexpected, but here is a tutorial on how you do this. It takes you through step by step, okay? Simon says, like it. There we go. So there'll be something you can do for somebody. This is another thing that people don't appreciate, right? You've all got like skills and expertise that other people like would be desperate to have. But people don't really appreciate that about themselves. Someone did this for me earlier this week. It was dawn for Fanny, she says. But it's wicked and it's nice. It's really nice to go, wow, I wasn't expecting this email. This is completely unexpected and it's useful. It's actually solving a problem. I surprised a friend at work yesterday with a present to cheer him up whilst he's doing exams, says Bobby. Always nice, Bobby. It's a good one, probably unexpected. So yeah, just have a think about a friend or someone from the acting industry or a family member, someone you haven't seen for a while. Does it have to be an email, says Rach? Well, no, I mean, this is the email challenge. So this was like, this is the free way to do it. But if you want to do something unexpected for somebody, then there's a physical thing in the real world, then that's just as applicable, I guess. Yeah, definitely. It might cost you something, but, it's worth it. Particularly if you're going to do something unexpected, maybe you want to bake me a cake. Something like that, it's unexpected. And I'll eat that. And she's saying, a bit weird if she emailed Lara. That's Lara, one of Rachel's friends. Well, you know what? It's new. Maybe she'd be like, this is unexpected, because it is unexpected if you never email her. But yeah, it can be in email form. This is the challenge for this, but if you want to mix it up and you want to take it to the next level and do something in real life, then do something in real life. And cake is expected by me, absolutely. I do demand cake multiple times a year from you. Right, okay, so that's the third one. So let's have a look. So the more emails you send like this, the unexpected one, okay, ultimately you're going to find that you're never going to be at a loss for friends or for work. If you can do this in the industry and you send, maybe for instance, I've seen it where I've seen a casting director online on Twitter putting a tweet out because some technical thing has gone wrong with their camera or their casting or their MacBook or they can't figure something out. And I've been like, oh, actually, I've got their email address. And I will email them unexpectedly going, right, I can fix this problem for you. Here's how you do it. If you can be of help to people in and outside the industry, seriously, you'll never be short of friends or of work. Not necessarily top-notch acting work, but they'll at least get you in to fix their technical troubles, which happens for me a lot. I end up fixing a lot of casting directors' websites, but it's still nice to be around them. You get opportunities, obviously, because of that. So the more of those emails you can send, ultimately, the better the outcome for you is going to be. So to recap, let's go back to the start of these. Email 1, we're expressing gratitude. The easiest one, and if you're only going to do one, do this one, because it's going to have the biggest impact, okay? Email number 2, ask for help. Probably the hardest one of the three. particularly if you're a bloke and you're stubborn. I'm a bit like that sometimes. Like, I will figure it out for myself. I don't need to ask for directions. I will just do this. If you ask somebody who already knows, it makes your life a lot easier, and it makes everything much, much quicker as well. So email 2, ask for help, okay? And then email 3 is do something unexpected. Men and direction, says Fanny. I know, honestly. Well, luckily these days we've got Siri on our iPhones, haven't we? So that's like who I ask for help if I have to, and I can do it without anybody knowing I've asked for help. But yeah, so do something unexpected. Help somebody, give somebody a solution to their problem. And make your impact, make their lives easier that day. Trust me, they'll remember it. So yeah, who's up for doing it? I mean, I'm going to end on this little quote I've got here, and I don't know who this is by. I couldn't find out, but I love it. I see people tweet this quite a lot and put it on Instagram. But ultimately, be somebody this week who makes everybody feel like somebody. Okay, and those 3 emails are going to do that. I can see, yes, yes, yes. My sense of direction is terrible, says Bobby. So is mine, mate. Don't worry about it. Yes, all the way, says Dawn. It's a great quote, this. I love it, and it's super applicable to this challenge. So yeah, be somebody who makes everybody feel like somebody. And as Steve said to me this week, it's free, man. It costs you literally nothing, okay? Nothing at all. It's completely free. It makes positivity in the world louder. There's enough shit and negativity out there that's being made louder by all the negative people out there. It's that us, to make positivity louder. And people might go, oh, it's cliched, and oh, look at the world. You know what? You need to tell these people who are whinging that Donald Trump's in power and that North Korea's kicking off and all this shit's going down, because it is, right? That's bad. But you know what would be worse? Life would be worse if smallpox was knocking around, wouldn't it? Or if the Black Death was just hanging around London. Okay, it's never been better. You ain't ever had it better than you've had it today. Literally, it's never been better. Yes, things can still be a bit shit, but it's never been better than it has, all right? So people need to realise that. Absolutely. And yeah, Mary's all about lifting other people up. Definitely. Could be worse, could be pregnant, says Bobby. Well, I mean, mate, if you were, then I think you'd be you'd make a lot of money out of that. Yeah, cyber attack. This cyber attack that's going on. I mean, I'm a bit of a geek technology wise, and I'm like, oh my god, like it was so easy to protect yourself from that cyber attack. That cyber attack is like 3 or 4 years old in terms of the coding that went into it, and if people haven't updated Windows XP, I had Windows XP literally, God, I mean, I don't know, like, must be getting on for 15 years ago. If you're not updating an operating system that's like over a decade old, you're asking for trouble. It is shit, and people definitely, have been hit and impacted in the NHS. It's a massive, massive thing. But, if your system administrators are not updating software that's a decade old, you're in trouble. I think some Americans would panic, run out of things to complain about if we got a new president. Well, yeah, if you got, you guys seem to love a bit of a presidential debate. He's a bit of a nutter, isn't he? I don't know what it must be like to be in America. It's kind of divided the country. But it's interesting for us to watch over here because he's definitely not right. He's definitely not stable. But are our politicians? Probably not. And we've got a general election coming up, so that's going to be an interesting one as well. So that's kind of it for tonight, guys. I guess it's pretty short scope tonight. What time are we on? It's only like a 30-minute one. We can maybe do a few minutes of Q&A if anyone's got anything to say. But I just thought that's a really cool thing to do this week. Set yourself up, for a good week by sending those three emails. Chicago isn't a big fan of him, says Tony. He always looks like he needs a poo, says Steve. Nice observation. That was quick, says Dawn. It is. He's not popular in Portland either, says Melinda. Well, what else can we talk about? Let's do a little bit of Q&A. What have you got? Got anything that you think I can help you with? Ask now. That second email, ask for help. Use Periscope to ask for help now. And I'll try and help you. I'll try and help you something. Or if I can't help you, we'll see who else is on this scope who can help you. And there's loads of people watching on Twitter who might be able to help you. I joined late, says Simon, but great scope, Ross. Cheers, Simon. Thanks for being here, mate. Simon's got a whole wall of amazing. Simon's did Bulletproof Actor. Oh, which is a program, by the way, guys. I'm launching Bulletproof Actor again in June. I've got all the books out again today. These are the units for Bulletproof Actor. It's literally the only science-backed positive psychology program specifically designed for actors on the planet. It's a 5-week program that I open up twice a year to make you literally bulletproof. Don't quote me on that in terms of trading standards. If you did get shot, it's not going to help you. I mean, bulletproof up here in the mind. What is the starting date in June? Isn't one yet, Fanny, because I don't know when it's going to launch, but it will launch at some point in June. If people want to find out more about what the program is, they want to see some testimonials from people who've been through it already. I've taken over 100 people through it already, and it's transformed people's lives. Like, seriously, and I don't give people a hard sell or any bullshit kind of stuff. If you want to be a part of this, you want to be a part of it. If you don't, it's completely fine. But if you really want to install unstoppable confidence through cutting-edge science-backed positive psychology, like real techniques, it's an awesome program. Bulletproofactor.com if you want to find out and get on the early bird list. My positive corner, yeah, Si created a positive corner in his office when we were doing the live calls, full of amazing positive quotes. It was awesome to have you on there, Si. Peter Carroll said before, my email you about marketing, mate. Well, Peter Carroll said, what, Steve? Say that again, mate. And I've missed another comment because it flew up so quick. I apologise if I missed these comments. Before you send them, copy and paste them. Copy them just so you can paste them back in if I miss it. I do that sometimes when I watch other people's scopes. I'll write one out. I think he's not going to see this or she's not going to see this. And then I just copy it to my clipboard on my iPhone. And then I'll paste it back in. It's fantastic. Everyone needs to do Bulletproof, says Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. Appreciate your testimonial there. He said he may email me about marketing. He wants help. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that can be one of Peter's emails asking for help. I'm more than happy to help with marketing. It's something I know quite a bit about. But yeah, anything else? Did you progress that question when you asked for 20 hours? Right, okay, Nina, yeah, so the 20. So, okay, what I wanted to do, guys, if you're asking about that, I put a message in the Facebook group asking for 20 Act on This premium members to help me form a focus group, okay? Everyone knows I want to grow actonthis.tv to be literally the biggest platform on the planet for actors, right? I mean, that's my end game. It might take me 15, 20 years to do that. And I've got to a point now after 6 years where I just can't grow it bigger on my own, okay? It's amazing. We've got a Facebook group of like 5,000 people. We've got about 3,000 people sign up to the website. I have, really big names coming on, giving interviews and stuff now. We're creating an amazing family, an amazing community. This right now is part of it. And I was looking for 20, a minimum of 20, premium members who are already premium members on the site. So there's 2 types of membership: a free membership where you can get access to loads of stuff, including all these Periscope replays. But then also there's some premium content on there where you get access to the full interviews with some of the biggest casting directors on the planet, biggest actors, agents, producers, writers. It's £10 a month. And the majority of that money goes to charity that gets donated to charities that are chosen by the guests who come on. But I obviously, if I want to get bigger and bigger guests on, need those charity donations to be bigger and bigger, which means I need more and more people to join, the revenue to increase, so we can all effectively, create this together. And I want to create a focus group of people who have already committed to being premium members. And ultimately, I want to kind of like ask you why you went premium. What it was that tipped you over the edge to go, yes, I see the value in this, I'm going to do it. What you want more of, what you like, what you don't like on the site, and ultimately help me make the platform the best it can possibly be, so we can build it into the biggest platform that it can possibly be, okay? And I think the value is, God, there's so much value there. It's £2.50 a week. It's less than a cup of coffee in Starbucks a week, and you get access literally to the greatest minds in the acting industry. So the value is there, but maybe I'm not, pushing it enough. I'm not packaging it well enough. I need help through word of mouth, to get more people on board. Obviously, I don't have massive marketing budgets. So ultimately, I just need a focused group of people to help me, feedback, give me ideas, and then in exchange, we'll run private mastermind groups. I can give you guys swag. I'm going to start getting some Act on This t-shirts designed, hats, mugs, that kind of stuff, notepads, things actors would use. Ask away. I was an original. You were an original member, Nina. Like literally anybody. Anybody who, I think there's still people from on the site who joined like back in 2011. People like Eric James Dean, massive shout out to him. He's been there literally since day one. Sid Ali, if he's knocking around. He was always big. But it doesn't matter when you joined. I just need help now. Ultimately, like, I can't do any more on my own. I need people to kind of get involved, particularly spreading the word. Definitely. Please say swag again, says Bobby. Bobby, we're going to be getting plenty of swag, man. Definitely. It's a unique resource. Nothing else like it in the UK. I don't think there is, Carrie-Anne, is there? Like, literally, I don't think there is. And my intent, guys, seriously, is like just so pure with it. It's not like something that I hate. I just ultimately, like, without sounding rude, but I just hate, and I've said this before on so many scopes, I hate actors who suck shit, who are shit at their jobs, fail their careers, and then set up acting schools or acting resources, promising people success that they've never had themselves. I'm like, I'm never, ever, ever going to be that person. You know, and I'm very fortunate I work enough in my acting career, my voiceover career, to not have to charge people for nearly everything I give away. I literally nearly give the house away, everything. But obviously, I can't give everything away, so that ultimately I'm just paying for the site out of my own pocket. I need to generate revenue from these premium memberships that goes to charity. But for me to go, right, Ricky Gervais, I want you on the site, I'm going to have to go, Ricky, like, I'll give you a $2,000 charity donation or a $3,000 charity donation. You know, right now the charity donations are 100 or 200 quid. I need to like 10x that. So we're going to have to 10x the amount of members that are on the site in order to raise that kind of revenue. But ultimately, we all benefit from it because I get some incredible guests on that you can learn from. You can reverse engineer their success and can ultimately be kind of like virtual mentors of yours. So it's awesome, but I just need your help. Do you already have your group to help you, Ross? So, Lindsay, in the Facebook group, if you have to scroll back quite a few days. I put it on last weekend, and a lot of people were commenting on there. I think there's probably like 25 people said they would do it, but I'm happy to have, if it goes to 30 people, I'm happy to have 30 people in it. That's fine. Patrick wants Nina Gold on. Patrick, that's one of the goals. Absolutely. I'm sure if I went to Nina and said, if we upped it a bit and I went, Nina, I'll give you 500 quid to charity if you come on, she's going to do it. I just need you to help me raise that revenue. And we need more members. So any help is greatly appreciated. When I win the lottery, I'll give it you, says Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. It's a massive Euro Millions in the UK tomorrow. David Tennant says, Steve, I would love it, Steve. Seriously, it's people like that I really aim to get, honestly. And I've got some people kind of like that already lined up. So we're almost there. I just need some more help, to take it to the next level. And Fanny would like some of your lottery win as well. So yeah, check that out in the Facebook group, or you can tweet me at Acts on This TV, or just leave a message in the Facebook group, and I'll make sure I include you in that. But we will do some, like, as a reward, we will do some exclusive stuff just as that group, because I really want to reward those who've already gone premium as well. Because like, I can't do this without you, and you've already invested in me, and I massively appreciate the trust that you've put into that, and I hope you're already getting value, and I just want to give you more. So anyone else got any other questions before we wrap it up? Let's go for 6 more minutes, and we'll call it a day at 1:45. If anyone's here for the first time and I've not like read your name out yet and I've missed you joined, let me know. Shout up. I want to know if we've got any new people on here. And if you're on Twitter, because a load of people, literally a couple of hundred people, watch this not via the app, but via Twitter, because it goes out on the Acts on This TV Twitter feed. If you're on Twitter and you're watching this right now, send me a tweet right now at Acts on This TV. I want to know where you're watching from. Patrick says, Faye Styron. Yeah, absolutely. So Faye at Emmerdale, we could definitely do that. Absolutely. I'm here for the first time. Who's I'm here for the first time? Is that you, Nat? I recognise your profile picture, but what's your thingy there? It's Husey. Let me know. My eyes don't work that great, so all these profile pictures are so small on the bottom of the screen. Yes, it is. There you go. I thought I recognised you. You said a while ago that Snapchat was the way to go. Do you still feel that way now, Ross? It's Instagram for me, Fanny. Snapchat. Do you know what? This is it, right? With social media and building your audience on social media, it is so important. It really, really is. And I'm going all in on Instagram right now. Twitter's still a big player in the acting industry as well. Snapchat looked like it was going to be for a while with Snapchat because they had stories. The minute Instagram implemented stories, they took a lot of power from Snapchat. Now, that isn't to say if you were already building an audience on Snapchat, you give it up, okay? I wasn't. If you were building an audience, though, keep doing that, because who's to say Snapchat don't release something tomorrow that suddenly is a game changer, and then you go bang, okay, they've got a new feature now that now trumps Instagram. Now a lot of people think Snapchat. I am on Snapchat. Yeah, a lot of people say Snapchat, is more of a kids thing. But it depends what ultimately attention is attention. It depends where your audience is. Okay, we're not building an audience on Instagram for casting directors necessarily. I'm building an audience on Instagram for myself in terms of eyeballs on the material that I end up producing and putting out there, and whether that's my own show, comedy stuff, short films, that kind of thing. I don't care who's watching it as long as they're watching it. I'm currently writing a sitcom at the moment with Rob Collier, who I had on recently from Downton Abbey. We're looking at where we should distribute that, and I'm like, you know what, we've got like no holds barred online in terms of we don't have to go, oh, ITV have to have it, Channel 4 have to have it, and we have to be completely ruled by them. I'm like, let's, if we have to, and maybe it's better, we can get more traction and more distribution by actually just put it online. We did 2 episodes of Downton Wars, which was a spoof on Downton Abbey. Rob filmed it with the Downton cast on his iPhone. I edited it for him. That had I think it's probably got, each episode of that's probably got about 650,000 views, and rising. You get some big traction online when you distribute it freely. You don't have to worry about the big stations having to have your stuff. Instagram is my baby. I've just gone back on Snapchat, but using it more for light-hearted fun with friends, says Mike. It is honestly, and Mike, you're very entertaining. Like seriously, if you have a knack for comedy, Snapchat is still powerful because it's very it's like Instagram stories, isn't it? Very quick, snappy little bites. It's a bit like Vine, 7 seconds Vine years ago. People, ended up with millions and millions of viewers on there and followers through creating 7-second funny little snaps. Every platform has its benefits, and for me, it's about attention. It's not about who's watching; it's just about getting as much attention as possible, because that's what's going to give you leverage. You have to be careful with social media, especially what you tweet. They are being read. Yeah, you got. I mean, well, obviously, don't put out anything mental that's offensive, racist, ageist, sexist, anything like that. But I'm like. I'm just like anything kind of goes for me on social media because I have a confidence in myself that I don't need permission off anybody else to do something. And I used to not be like that. I'd be like, oh, what if I'd be like that, Pat? Oh, what if a casting director sees this? Will they judge me? What if a acting agent sees this? Will they judge me? When I first started acting on this, I had hang-ups about that because I was thinking, well, are they going to think, who's this guy trying to settle this? Who does he think he is? I just don't give a shit now. I just don't care because I'm like, you know what? If you're going to judge me of trying to help people and be a positive force in the industry, then I'm not bothered. Like I know my intent is pure. So as long as you're not being a dick on social media, don't be afraid to put your true, authentic self out. So Fanny, when you're doing your improvisations and you're like, I'm going to be seen as a bit quirky, a bit kooky, whatever. It's you. It's who you are. Don't ask permission. Put them out. Otherwise, you're doing yourself a massive disservice. So you've got to, don't limit yourself or censor yourself because of your mind reading that you're fearing what other people might think of you. Because 9 out of 10, they're not even looking. Doesn't even matter. Just be unapologetically you. Yes, everything Ross is saying, says Caroline. Glad you agree. I think Melinda asked me if I was a Jedi or a Sith. I'd be a Jedi. Got to be the good guys, Mel. Just how I wear black all the time though, but I'm still a Jedi. Right, any more before we wrap it up and everyone goes and sends that first email of gratitude that you are gonna do tonight or tomorrow or sometime over the next 7 days. No idea what you're saying, says Fanny. It's about Star Wars, Fanny. I don't know it that much myself. What if your true authentic self is a dick? Oh well then that's really that's really interesting. Well, you know what? It depends in what way you are. I think if you are just generally a negative Nancy and you are bitter and twisted and just troll online and you're a dick in that sense, then social media, will gang up on you and won't tolerate that. Rule number 1, don't be a dick. And there really aren't any other rules after that, to be honest. Fanny says we're all dicks. Oh, God. It's literally crazy. Right, we're going to probably call that a day before we all go mad. But thank you. I hope this has been useful. I just want... Ultimately, big part of me wants to make positivity louder, so let's do it with these emails. What made you want to be so kind with That's on This membership? Tony, what was that? Say that again. Something about what makes me want to be kind with membership, in terms of what? As in, like, give the community stuff. If that was a question, it was... ultimately, it was something. Well, I had a big turnaround, I very, very quickly kind of sum this up. Everyone knows my story, really. Who's probably on here, but I had a really big awakening at 24. Instead of instead of turning a profit. Okay, yeah. So at 24, Tony, I lost my dad that year, and I'd been told a couple of years earlier that I was losing my eyesight. And that was, that was it. That was kind of how it was. And I had kind of a big moment of like, what the hell do I do with my life? And I won't go into loads of details now, but ultimately someone said to me, listen, you're going to get everything you want out of your life if you help other people get what they want out of their lives. And I was like, well, how do I do that? Because what I want out of my life is an acting career, a presenting career, voiceover. I want to be in the media, I want to be on camera. And that's what I enjoy. And I was like, well, you know what? If I'm going to do that, according to what I've just heard, I've got to help other people do it as well. And I started doing it for like 6 months, and things started happening for me in my life. Since then, I mean, it's another 6 years down the line, and my career has never been better. I've never, honestly, guys, I've never been more fulfilled since doing this. I've never been more financially stable because I've just had acting work and voiceover work kind of thrown at me, whereas I used to have to beg for it. Something incredible happens, and it's magical, and I can't explain it, and I can't prove it with science like I love to prove everything with science. Good evening, Sam. I can't tell you how it works. I don't understand the physics behind it, but something incredible happens when you begin helping other people achieve what they want in their lives. You just attract a load of shit, and I don't like the whole law of attraction, or I'm just going to think about things and things are going to happen, but there's something in it. There's something in it. I need the science behind everything, and I look at success very scientifically and actionable, and I like to know if I do this, it's going to equal this. But there's some things that I just can't explain, and one of them really is helping other people achieve what they want. And when you do that, you just seem to get what you want as well. So I'd recommend that for everybody. Was your mentor Jim Rohn? No, I know a lot of Jim Rohn's stuff. I mean, Jim Rohn's no longer with us, bless him. But Jim Rohn was a big mentor of Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is generally, I think, how everybody gets into personal development initially. And then from there, I've been introduced to dozens of people who are all about productivity, motivation, biohacking, positive emotions, how you can make your emotions serve you. Ultimately, giving back, helping other people, masterminding, coming together, it's ultimately like, if you are just a force for good, really good stuff happens to you. So whenever you're deciding, should I do this or should I do that? Just be like, what, is my intent pure? And is this, am I being a force for good in the situation? If the answer is yes, do it. Good things will come your way. And they might not happen then, the day after, the week after. They might happen 3 months, 6 months, 12 months down the line, but they will happen. So hang on in there. So with that, it's quite a nice thing to finish on, isn't it? Go and be a force for good. Write your emails. Send that gratitude one tonight. Ask for help tomorrow or the day after, and then do something unexpected a couple of days after that. It's someone just said positive talk is helping me a lot. I missed the rest of that comment, but I'm glad it is. Thank you. And spread it. Be that force, all right? This isn't like the Ross show, or we just got to listen to Ross. Do. Go and, pass on the messages and the things that we talk about on here and the things you learn about, guys. It's important. So I'm going to be back on Wednesday night for the book club, 9 p.m. Okay, join me, periscope.tv/actonthisTV. Make sure you're following at actonthisTV on Instagram, on Twitter. Here on Periscope, you can subscribe on Periscope, so every time I go live, you'll get a little woo woo kind of whistle thing, so you never miss anything. And I will see you guys Wednesday night for some book club. If you've come this far on the audio experience, massive shout out to you, because this has been quite a long one in the end. If you're still watching on YouTube or on actonthisTV, hugely appreciate you. And if you really want to help, and this isn't a sales thing, you really want to help and get so much value back as well, become a premium member on Act On This. Go to actonthis.tv, upgrade your free membership to a premium one if you're already free. It's just £10 a month or 90 quid for the year. And together, we can help one another build what I really hope does become literally the biggest force for good in the acting industry, full stop, on the planet, all right? I need your help to do it. Do it, kids, says Steve. Thank you, Steve. But yeah, I hate selling things to people, so I always find it uncomfortable. But you will get access to 150 hours worth of literally the greatest minds in the industry, the biggest casting directors, actors, agents, writers, producers, just for £2.50 a week. Help me build something incredible. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you. See you Wednesday night. Go get your emails done. And Tony says, for whomever asked about Facebook content, Heidi Dean's Twitter is marketing for actors. Heidi Dean, give her a little look up. I've not heard of her, Tony, but I'll check her out. Thanks for that. I'll speak to you very soon, all right? Bye for now.